Hi, this is Frank Romano. I'm here in San Luis Obispo on the campus of California Polytechnic Institute, just Cal Poly, at their Shakespeare Museum. As you know, graphic communication programs teach the most advanced printing, but in many cases there are book arts programs or specialty programs. But here they have some of the best old equipment of any I have seen. For instance, here is a Golding Pearl press in mint condition. Here are a whole batch of Gordon jobbers. Here's one of the larger Golding jobbers. That's the large ink disc up there. There's another one. Here you have one of the tabletops. Here we have a Washington press. Gets its name from the fact that they put Washington's image on it. This is a Hoe version of a Washington press. This is a Taylor & Company version, and as you can see, they have some very unique artwork on it. Of course, there's tons of hand type, wood and metal. You have proofing presses, you have stones for making up jobs. You have various type cases and areas for assembling type. You have composing sticks, type in jobs that are left there. I like this, print like it's 1897. Here you have a very old newspaper press, or job press to some extent, because it was all job work. Newspaper is just one of the things that they did. This happens to be a Campbell press. It's a very rare one. I've not seen too many of them. So, and as you can see, this was operated with a hand crank. Now later on, they tried to put motors on these things, which only created more problems. Lots of wood furniture, leading, of course. Here you have another hand press. There's a Vandercook in the corner, which is considered today to be the Mercedes of presses for letterpress hobbyists. Here's a Peerless cutter, around 1883. Here are some more hand presses. Rollers look like they're in pretty good condition, so they're keeping everything up. Here's another stone. Somebody's working on a job here right now. More leading, of course. There you can see all the cabinets of wood type, metal type. There's a linotype. Now, this is a very old linotype. This is one of the oldest ones. This it says 1886, but this is not the version they did in 1886. This is more like the early 1900s. Let's see if it says anything on the nameplate at all. It says it's a Model 2. So yes, a very old press. This, by the way, is one of the few linographs left in the United States. There's another one in Carson, California. This was a machine that competed with the linotype machine. A man named John Rogers created the company, and he had an employee named Shuckers who actually had the patent on the spaceband. The spaceband was the wedge that allowed justification to take place. And linotype had to buy the rights for the Shuckers patent in order to solve the major problem for the linotype. Later on, Rogers' company and he were absorbed into linotype. And so it was Rogers then who took over when Ottmar Mergenthaler died. Actually, a little bit before that, because Mergenthaler didn't get along with some of the management at Linotype. So there you have a very, very old Linotype machine and a very, very rare linograph machine. Of course, you have, oh, look at the size of the wood type here. Isn't this fantastic? Look at that. This is very popular, by the way. I have a few of these montages, collages, I guess, made out of wood type. Sometimes you see them made out of metal. As we came in the cabinet here, they have samples of various things that were printed by students at various times. And it's just interesting because they have so many interesting cuts and have applied them in a variety of ways. Then in here, by the way, they have samples of other pages. There's a Smith Premier typewriter. Very interesting stuff. So there you have it, the Shakespeare Museum on the campus of Cal Poly in California. Take care.